This has to be the worst weed to work with. We've just, well, I suppose we do sometimes use it in the day if we're in the van, but yeah, not in the evening times, no way. It's gone really chilly. You wake up in the morning, it's like sort of 10 degrees this morning, 10 degrees. I think. That is chilly, yeah. So it soon changes. And yeah, summer's basically over.
Luckily, Dizzy's got a whole wardrobe. Yes, we need to quickly down the coffees because we've got a huge list of jobs to do. I may have mentioned it last week.
Here it is, the bursting list.
It's not the most professional list, but it's a list nonetheless. And we have got rain forecast at the end of the week.
I'm sure we've been saying this for the last 3 vlogs, but it's definitely coming. It's coming on Sunday. And it's actually saying there's a hurricane coming. Hopefully it's only going to be a mild hurricane, otherwise we're really in trouble.
So we're a little bit worried about our terrace roof, but we have tied it down since we completed it last week, and we will be doing some other things to it to secure
make it secure, yeah. So hopefully by the time we're finished we won't have anything to worry about. We've also been doing all of the finishing land clearance, because it was our plan to kind of clear the land completely before the new rain starts, so we're kind of starting from fresh when it starts raining again, because it looks very yellow at the moment, but believe me, this place goes into a lush wonderland over the winter.
So now that we've completely cleared it and it's all trimmed back and almost gone to dust, it's just going to be it's like a blank canvas for the green grass to start growing.
So it's really exciting. We're really looking forward to the rain actually. So you can see there's just a few little piles dotted around. So yeah, just quickly, we're basically moving all of the dead stuff that's up against the fence, and then we can properly see the perimeter as well, and we're going to clear this. There's not much left, a few bales like this and then it's done. So we can actually see if there is any holes and there is any, you know, boars or foxes and things going to be able to get through. And we are very close to the whole thing being cleared. And it's quite nice as well, because here we have a brook or like a seasonal creek type thing, and this actually gets a lot of water in. As soon as it starts raining, you have like a running stream down there, so it looks really nice, and it actually sounds really nice when you're walking around the land. You can just like hear like a trickling stream or a small river flowing past.
It's funny because we've never seen that.
It's always been so grown up and things, and now yeah, we get a clear view, so it's really cool.
So yeah, the land clearing is pretty much done. That wasn't actually one of the jobs off the list, which is the problem with this list. We do a job that wasn't on the list, so I have to add it to the list so we don't forget we did it and think we've just been, you know, dossing around. Anyway, so yeah, the job, we've got about 30 jobs to do. So we've got 2 or 3 jobs a week. They vary in size. Like some of them are quite easy, like the ones we've done so far. We've been taking on the easy ones.
Of course, you're gonna go the easy ones first and get them ticked off.
So like, yeah, we've done Charlie's tree. That was one of the jobs. We've done all the stone circles around the trees. That was a fair size job. But like one of the jobs is the room. And the room includes, yeah, the building, which includes, you know, there's the room and then there's the garage, we're calling them, next door. And you've got, you know, the spray foam and the cementing of the ceiling, then the panels, the insulation and the tiles. That's just one job off the list.
Yeah, basically the whole building renovated is one job. You should have split them down.
Well, I know, but there'd be too many. That mess behind me, the storage tent, that is one of the jobs on the list. We actually, well, we want to make it look a bit better, but we're actually going to move it. We're going to move it closer and have it here in this flat area, because we want to keep everything closer together for the summer when it's really hot. You don't want to be walking too far. Yeah,
it's basically going to be used as what it's supposed to be used as, like to grow food. At the moment it's just a mess. It's just storage for like all bits and bobs that we cleared from the room before we started renovating it. But we will be getting another shed that will be going next to the shed over there, and all of the stuff from there will go into that shed, and then that'll be used as another vegetable, fruit, whatever growing area. I'll quickly mention what we're growing because now the nights are changing. I mean, the days are still sunny, but it's cold nights, so a lot of the summer vegetables are not going to last much longer. My beautiful aubergine plants, they've got still quite a lot on them, so I'm hoping that, well, these would be fine to eat as they are, but I'm hoping they're going to get a bit bigger and keep going for a bit. I've pinched all the tops out now, so they just ripen the fruit that's on them, but they're not going to like the 9-degree nights.
What about the peppers?
Yeah, we have so many peppers and they're still all green, like there's lots and lots. So I know it's getting cold, but I'm hoping they do. Oh, they're starting to go a bit orange. I'm hoping that they are all gonna swell up a bit more. But there's a lot, but you can eat them green. So, however, and all of these are pepper plants. That's another one right by the entrance there with big peppers on.
Such nice plants though, aren't they?
I know, but I have actually read that you can overwinter these. You actually take them out of the ground, clean all the roots off and put them into a fresh pot and then store them somewhere that, you know, is a bit warmer, like the garage would be fine. And then you can bring them back next year. So I'm going to give it a try because they take so long to develop, pepper plants, and the same with aubergines. So fingers crossed, but a lot of this summer veg is gonna start to finish now.
It's gonna be sad, isn't it?
It is, but I've researched and found out all of these winter things that we can grow. Obviously, we've got all the sweet potatoes in the ground. They're going to be ready in another month or so. I've just underneath that rubbish little shade, we've got beetroot planted straight into the ground. The little seedlings are coming up. They seem to be doing okay. Then over here, we have the broccoli that are coming along okay as well. Peas, because the peas don't like the heat. So we had some in spring, but it didn't do very well. So we've got the peas, prefer the cooler climate. We've got different types of cabbages around that side. We've also got cauliflowers and they're all doing quite well. The seedlings are quite big already. So we're just kind of like getting rid of the summer vegetables and just getting the new ones in the places. This hasn't been used all summer, this big kind of bed here, but we'll show you the pond in a minute. We've been digging the pond and just adding the new kind of soil from there because it's quite good soil, and raising this one up, and yeah, we'll grow some winter type vegetables in here as well. So lots going on in the garden.
Oh my God, look at this one, darling. Oh,
I know, that's the beast. That's like 3 tomatoes in one.
Crazy.
So hopefully it's going to ripen up.
I am going to be a little bit sad when all the tomatoes go because I love coming down to the garden and just picking. The little cherry ones grow so well here and you just pick them like fruit.
You could do the same.
Fruit or veg? Are they a fruit or a vegetable?
They're a fruit apparently, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'll have to Google it. But you can do the same with the sprouts because I've got some Brussels sprouts to go in there.
Raw sprouts?
Why not, darling?
With a bit of dirt on them. Anyway, all those little seedlings and things growing, that's not on the list. That's one of the things that's just an ongoing thing.
Growing food, yeah. What I spend a lot of time doing, and Nick's like, where are you? Guess.
Lost it to the seedlings again. Right, yeah, so we've got a few more things to do. The room, the garage are 2 big ones. The door. So we've got to do the panelling for the door, that's part of the room, I've just added it separately. The shed, level the ground here, put a new shed there, move the storage tent. Charlie's garden we need to do, I don't know whether we mentioned that, we're going to create a little fenced off area between the shed and the polytunnel. Little fenced off area, make sure the grass is watered throughout the year, so when it's dry like this everywhere else there'll just be a perfect little lawn, and we'll add maybe a little water feature and stuff.
So that's separate to Charlie's tree.
Yeah, that's separate. Did Charlie's tree, that's going to be sort of continued on. The pond by the well, so that's a little water storage tank there. We showed you briefly, I think, and we need to get a pond liner for that. We've collected some lovely rocks to go there. This is another thing, finish off the steps, put gravel in between, and that's going to be a nice sort of gravelled feature, and put some lights in there. Drain pipes, we need to put drain pipes on the building. The terrace roof we've done, the window and window frame we've done, we'll show you in a bit. Pergola decking at the back, the corner pond. We had some fun working on that yesterday.
See, he thinks he's looking for rats. He's looking for the rats.
Looking for the rats, dude. Eh? You helping dig? What's he doing?
There. Oh, God.
I think it's time to get a new shovel.
Or spade. Shovel or spade? Spade, shovel. Oh.
Oh, rubbish, rubbish.
Just need to get used to it. There we go. Look at that, love.
Oh no, no, it's all dirty. To be fair though, I think my trolley barrow still beats it.
The thing is with a trolley barrow, you can overfill it and then you can't carry it, or it's very hard, or you're like, can you help me?
Is that you?
No, that's you.
That's your voice, that's not my voice.
That's you who always says, can you help me? And I'm like, no, I've got my own wheelbarrow with exactly the right amount in it for one person to carry it.
I think we've got too many wheelbarrows here, now we can't get out. Third time is charm.
See, the thing is, when you're digging a pond, how far do you go? How deep do you go? How, you know, what diameter do you go? This is quite loose. All of this ground here is quite loose, so we could just keep going for quite some time, quite a while. Like, we could just keep going that way and we could keep going up a bit, but I don't know. I mean, I want quite a big pond.
I'm thinking though, we want to have this wall as part of a feature. That's why we initially kind of thought of it, wasn't it? Because we've found this exposed wall. Well, yes. Once we had exposed it.
Yes and no though, because you've got to have the pool liner going up. So if you have that exposed, well, how are you going to create a pool, darling? You can't. It's impossible. The science doesn't make sense. You can't have that wall and have a pool.
That corner pond is going to be something amazing, very special place. That's going to be a work in progress as well, because it's a big enough job to dig out the whole area. Then we've got to put the liner and the rocks and the little sort of trickling.
I don't think it will take that long though.
Well, to completion, I think it'll...
Completion, yeah. It's one of those things you're going to keep adding to.
Yeah, right. And then bigger jobs, pergola decking. We've got to fix Vinny, we've got to move him, and that's a whole nother story. We're going to make a road, so the road from the house, just at least down to the orchard, we want to put gravel there. Yoga corner, this little pergola here we need to develop. Solar panels, we need to put some fake grass around there to stop the grass growing up. We need to do the fence on the entrance. We've done the hilltop lookout. The little place with the bench, we cleared that. Bike storages, we need to create 2 storages for our bikes to stop them getting wet. Lily's corner, that little spot in the corner. We've got the bench, we need to do that. Generator storage, done that.
We haven't showed it yet.
Haven't showed it yet, we'll show you that in a minute. We'll create a little frame for that. Rock circles around the trees done, shower setup. Now it's not finished, but I'm ticking it off the list.
It's a basic setup.
It's a basic setup.
You can have a shower.
Without falling down the hill. Another shower by the van. Now the old setup with the USB shower, we're going to have that. We're going to have a little fence around, make it nice. We've got to move the party tent, which we've taken down. So we're going to move that down to the bottom of the land. Possibly going to create another little polytunnel. Compost lids, we need to do that. Paint the window in the house. Fence around the grow tent, done. Pallet bench, sand and stain, half done that. And the little garage for the robot lawnmower. I think that's everything.
Can I just ask, is all that before New Year? No.
That's like 2 jobs a week.
No, not the pergola at the back of the building.
Okay, maybe not that, maybe not that.
And not the gravel road. Loads of those jobs are ongoing in the next 2 years, not in the next 3 months, darling. That's impossible. Actually looks like a pond now. I mean, I don't know how well it's picking up on camera because you don't really see like depth and stuff on camera, but that's quite a deep kind of hole that we've dug.
Almost knee height. From there, it'll be at least knee height.
Yeah, so what we're talking, 2.5 foot to the deepest part. So we want to go a little bit further, don't we?
Yeah, so it's taking shape, and we have actually bought the pond liner. We've got like a 3x4 metre.
I think it's 3x4 metre. So we're going to test it here. If it doesn't work here, it should work in the other pond, which is the old storage tank, which we talked about briefly last week. So.
We did actually buy it for that water storage, which we're going to turn into a pond, yeah. And then we discovered this, and we thought, oh, go in, you can have 2 ponds.
Yeah, so we can put it down and we can see how close and what we're going to need for this anyway. So we're going to do that this afternoon, but first we've got to show you something really exciting that we cracked on with yesterday, and it was probably the worst job that we've ever had to do. We hated every minute of it, to be honest with you, but by the end of the day it did kind of work out okay, right?
Yeah. So before we show you the big job that we've done inside the building, just want to show you this. Sarah bought this, I think it's for chairs, garden chairs, just to cover. So I thought I'd make a little frame to hide the generator. Works quite well, as you can see from the outside. Look at that. Basic frame. Needs a bit of staining, but these are just the scraps of wood left over from the framework for the ceiling in there, and that just sits perfectly. Obviously this was built around this, so that's why it's that shape, but yeah, it worked really well. Are you just going to watch me struggle with this now?
Let's see if you can get it back on your own. No. Doesn't he just look like the boss in his security jumper? So cute. Come on, little one. Keep going. We're coming. Right, are you ready for this, folks? This is what we were doing yesterday. Big difference. Here we go.
Ta-da! Now it's not quite finished.
Yeah, we pretty much got the insulation up, but I tell you, it was, like we said before, probably one of the worst jobs we've had to do so far.
So the insulation we're using is mineral wool. In the van, obviously, we use natural sheep's wool because there's movement and vibrations. You don't want the dust and stuff. This, I think, is fine for the insulation on the ceiling, all hidden behind the panels. 60 centimeters by 130, so yeah, for this, the gap for the first one's 70 centimeters in between the two beams going that way, so we might be able to slot it up lengthways. No clue what he's talking about, as usual. Yeah, once we figured it all out, how it was going to slot up there, how we should cut it down, how we were going to wedge it up, and how many sheets we're going to fill in the gaps with, it got a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Obviously it's not perfect, and we didn't really know what we were doing. Did a little bit of research when we were putting it up there, and yeah, it hasn't been wedged in. You're not supposed to wedge it in. It's
compact
supposed to
it. You're not supposed to be compacted, but it's supposed to be fully covered.
Yeah.
We've used 3 layers of the mineral wool, so it is, all of it is, you know, insulated, if you like. We did run out though. We've run out of mineral. We need to get one more pack, so the far corner there, we need some more, but we've done as much as we can do, so we can now put the finishing slats. We can actually crack on with that and do this whole section, and that's like the finishing ceiling. As long as it looks good, we'll be happy, and as long as it doesn't fall down. Obviously, yeah, there's little air gaps to the outside world, so the geckos can come in and get cozy up there. No, so the whole vapor barrier thing, we don't know whether that's going to be an issue, but yeah, we're not sleeping in here permanently. It's not a permanent home. We're going to spend a lot of time in the van. This is going to be our sort of little chill out room. Yeah, we're not living in here sort of full time or anything like that. We're not cooking in here. Yeah. So we think it'll be all right. And so far, because we were really nervous about putting the slats up and God, is it going to work? You know, are these slats okay for the ceiling? Are they wall slats? But we put the 3 slats up, and they do, we think, look okay, and we think it's all going to look okay once it's done. I think you'll be all right. Yeah. We're going to smash it out today. Hopefully. That's it, enough work for now. Yeah, we haven't got on with the ceiling just yet because I've had to do some work on the laptops. The editing, in fact this video, because believe it or not, the videos don't edit themselves. Right, little Lizzie is inside the van.
He's inside the van.
He's in the van, like it's fine, it's not too hot in there. He's not happy about being in there, but he has to be in there because Nick is about to do something that Dizzy doesn't like. In fact, he did it just before and Dizzy went absolutely nuts and got himself all worked up and ran around like a little maniac. So he's in the van for the next few minutes.
As much fun as Dizzy is, he's not much fun when we get a little drone out, is he? This you may recognise from last week's vlog is a Hover X1 Pro Max. They just sent me the accessories pack and this turns this drone into something else. So this is the accessories kit, 3-in-1. The beacon, which is a display that shows what the drone's seeing, the remote control, but not one remote control. You get a handheld remote control which turns into a motion sensor.
Cool.
So it simply clicks in like this, very simple to do, by magnets. That opens up and you can attach your phone there, but you don't need to attach your phone. You can just turn it on and use this screen. You've got all your controls, adjusting the pitch of the camera, the angle. You can adjust lots of settings on here, the EVO, the ISO, the shutter speed, white balance and all that. So just a click of a button to take off.
That's so cool.
And it's a really nice picture, really smooth controls, really nice light actually now. So this just turns that drone, which is just like your personal camera assistant, into just a normal drone. But this isn't everything, there's a motion controller as well. Change it to the motion controller. So now we take off again. Move your hand forward, backwards, left and right. You've got the motion controller, the normal remote controller, and just automated do everything for you settings. So
it's like an all-in-one, isn't it?
You're removing a lot of the restrictions because it's so lightweight, fits in your pocket.
So there you go, folks. I think I've definitely lost Nick with this one. His new, very favourite toy. I don't know if he's going to use his other drone ever again. If you're interested in checking out this, or if you already have the drone, if you already have the Hover X1 Pro Max and you want to do a massive upgrade and get the accessories that we've just shown you, then we'll leave everything you need in the description box below. Come on then, little one. Oh, sorry, Diz. I know. He's put it away now. You can't get it, it's put it away now. It's getting a little bit late in the day now, but we are going to have a crack at doing some of the ceiling. We have to. It was like one of the missions for today, even though we spent most of the afternoon doing other things. I actually spent quite a bit of the afternoon researching this hurricane because it is actually happening. There is a hurricane that's going to hit the Azores, Portugal and the islands, and then it's going to come inland. They're not sure how serious it's going to be when it hits mainland at the moment. It's a category 3 at the moment out at sea, so it could be quite bad, but we need to make sure everything is bolted down well, if you like, especially our new roof. We've already put some ropes on there and tied it down, but we're going to add some more and then just make sure everything is ready for a bit of a storm. And there probably is going to be a lot of rain, and that's coming in a couple of days. So fingers crossed it's not too bad.
Hopefully they're not scratched and holy and bent.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Let's do this then.
Right, don't know how much of this we're going to film because it's hard to film doing this, and it basically is just screwing these things to the wood. So we might just cut to when we've done several of them.
I think they're all, thank God for that.
I know, yeah.
Time lapse will just show us the end result, please.
End result.
Morning guys, and we've had a busy morning this morning, but not on this ceiling.
Not doing what we should have been doing.
Which was the plan. But it didn't go to plan, as you've noticed from the last few shots. We got distracted. I went down to the storage tent, can't remember what for now, and found a little birdie trapped inside there.
Don't know how long he'd been trapped there either, so we tried to get him out by opening the doors and he just wouldn't fly low and go out. So we started thinking, oh gosh, can't catch him in the net. We were worried about thinking damaging
or whatever.
him.
So we decided to take the whole storage tent down so we could get him out.
Listen, right, we were thinking about doing it anyway because I mentioned yesterday there is a hurricane. Yes, a hurricane. And we're a little bit concerned, obviously, because we've just put this new roof on and it's roped down, but we are going to do more rope. And we're slightly concerned about anything else that could get wind damage. So yeah,
so you get the idea. We don't want the tent to blow away, so we thought, one, we'll get the birdie out. Two, precautions for Storm Gabrielle. We do plan to move the storage tent anyway and empty all the contents into a new shed and the old shed, which I was sorting this morning. Good news is we're safe against the winds. Now bad news is we're not safe against torrential rain going over all the stuff we just put out on the grass, if you can call it grass.
So anyway, the ceiling, which we have, I don't know, a third of the way through, no, not even, but we do like it. We are quite happy with it. I think once all that's been cleaned and the hiders are in place and it's all done all over, we think it's going to look all right. And it's fairly simple to do. It does hurt your neck a bit, obviously, and takes a little bit of time because there's a lot of screws, but it's not bad.
And it's very tricky because if you screw too much, you go straight through it. But anyway, by next week, hopefully we won't be blown away by the hurricane, but you'll be blown away by this.
There you go.
So,
yeah, we hope to have this finished, but we do really need to make sure the land is safe.
Yeah.
And we're safe for if this hurricane does continue to be a category 3, what it is at the moment, and hits Portugal. So wish us luck with the hurricane. Can you please just check that you're still subscribed, even if you have already subscribed, because we've been some people have messaged and said that they were unsubscribed by YouTube. How rude. So you just have to double check and hit the subscribe button. And also there's this new hype button.
Yes, hit the hype. It's just a little bit across from the like button. Not sure exactly what it does, but it helps us out, gives us more scope or coverage, gives people the channel.
I think viewers, or everyone gets like 3 hypes a week or something like that. So if you could do that, that would be brilliant.
Right, we need to crack on with things, guys. So thanks so much for watching.
Thanks so much for watching.
See you all next week.
See you next Thursday.
Charlie, see little Mr. Krabby. Charlie, come here. Oh, what is he? What is it?
Gentle. Oh man, see him.
Run, Krabby, run. Run, Krabby, run, Krabby, run, run. Charlie, no. No. Charlie, no. No, no. No, 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 no.
No, Charlie.
Ah! Oh no, where's he gone?
Where is he, Charlie?
Where is he? Where's he gone? Oh no! Oh no, Krabby's gone! Oh! Oh, he's looking out to see. That's not him, that's a rock.